We care about stormwater because stormwater carries everything that's on our landscape into our waterways and ultimately into Casco Bay. And there is a lot on our landscape that isn't good for the bay. Things like fertilizers, pesticides, car exhaust, cigarette butts, pet waste, you name it. If it can be carried in the water, it ends up in our waterways and to the harm of our waters. It's very hard to control pollution from stormwater because it just sheets off of our landscapes. But there are a few ways that we can do that under the Clean Water Act. And one is through a permit called the MS4 permit. MS4 stands for Municipal Separate Storm Sewer System. You're familiar with the storm drains that you see along city streets. And when it rains, those drains collect all the water off of our built landscapes and it goes through pipes underground and is discharged into waterways. It doesn't go to sewage treatment plants. So when you ask what the MS4 permit is, it's the permit that regulates those storm sewer systems, and it only applies to Maine's largest urban areas. This permit under the Clean Water Act is designed to try to remove the pollutants from the stormwater before it gets out into our waterways. Like all permits under the Clean Water Act, the MS4 permit renews every 5 years, and we're very excited about the 2022 MS4 permit because it contains 3 major advancements that we feel confident will reduce pollution to the Casco Bay watershed. One of the major advances is a very high quality monitoring program that's required to detect the flows into that system that shouldn't be there, and then requires those illegal sources to be eliminated. The second is that the municipalities have to adopt ordinances that require the use of development techniques that try to mimic how natural water flows over the landscape. It's called low impact development, and they have to do that for new construction and redevelopment of a certain size. The third aspect is that this MS4 permit requires that municipalities whose MS4 systems discharge into impaired waters have to adopt 3 measures to reduce the pollution loads into those impaired waters. 2022 is the 50th anniversary of the Clean Water Act, and what better way to celebrate than to have the MS4 permit improved and to know that we're reducing stormwater pollution at Casco Bay.